Hey guys, it's almost about sunset, but you know what? I want to go outside. It's a quarter moon today, or looks like the half moon for the people that don't know. And I want to test this focuser on the moon. Let's go outside. Hey guys, I've said this on lots of videos. I'm actually going to show you this time. I am going to set this up and polar align, and we'll see how easy it is. Take it like this. I know this is kind of more like north, magnetic north, but if I just tilt it more that way, there we go. I don't even know, again, because the townhouse is 4 stories tall. And I can't see anything there, but for me, it always seems to be like good tracking, just doing that. Okay, I raised the tripod up a bit so I'm not crouching down. Let's go take it to moon. We're really just doing this. It's just to test this focuser. Since the moon is actually overhead, I had to put it all the way up. To put the slow motion control over here, because over here it's going to be hitting the tube. Okay, I don't have a finder scope, but I should be able to find it fairly quickly. Oh, there we go. Half a second. So even extended all the way, and the 2-inch of travel, it still is not enough. I actually had to take the eyepiece out about 1/2 inch, or I might have one of these 1.25 inch adapters that are thicker, and then that's where it focused properly. Got a slightly bigger 1.25 inch adapter for this diagonal, and I put the Nagler back in, so let's see what's going on. No, I'm having the same issue. Gotta pull it out 1.5 inches. I'm gonna put a 2x Barlow in here, telenegative Barlow, and see what happens. You know, going in all the way makes it worse. Wow, has to come up totally out. You know what? This is kind of baffling the mind. Why is that? Why is, with 5 inches of travel and then 2 inches of focus, do I need to pull them out? Why does it need so much back focus now? Do you guys have any idea? All it's changed is the focuser. And with this much travel, I believe the original one is a bit longer, but is it really that much longer? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Because this guy threads on, it is so easy to thread and unthread. So let me go get the original focuser and just thread it on and see what happens. Actually, yeah, see? So, look how easy it comes off. Okay, look how easy that came off. Let me go get the original focuser. You know what? I think the original Takahashi is much longer. So if you guys look here, that's extended, and this is extended. So, and this is using that 5-inch fully and racked. So actually it's only, yeah, it is about 3/4 inch more. And that's what I need to, when I'm pulling out the eyepiece. So this guy is still not long enough, which then means I need like an extender on that. Pretty easy to put this guy on, guys, so I'm gonna just do that. Nice and tight. Let me put the diagonal back on. And let me put the eyepieces back. Let's see if it focuses. This is not a tracking mount, okay? There's no motors. And for sure, I guarantee you the moon is gone. So all I have to do is turn this one towards me. Boom, there it is. And this is why I keep telling everybody I like equatorial mounts, because remember, I'm guessing where Polaris is. No idea, right? I just general idea. And you know, when you lose the planet at a high power, boom, you just twist one motion and you got it again. Yep, focuses. I actually had to go in focus about half an inch, 3/4 of an inch. Okay, let's put the nagler. Okay, now I got to go back focus about half an inch on this one. Okay. Okay, now the 4.7. It's almost focused there. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do now, guys. I'm going to take this focus back out again. Oh, let me take out the diagonal. Pretty sure I have an extender.
Now I see now.
Okay, let me screw it back on. Okay guys, guess what? I don't have an extender. It's because I sold both of my 12-inch Dobsons, and I think I had to give them with one for each of them. So anyway, what I have here, let me show it to you guys. Okay, so to compensate, I am using my Lumicon 5 filter selector. So basically, this is just a hollow tube that's going to extend it. That's about almost 3 inches. And then that way, put my eyepiece there, and I'll order a 2-inch extender for this guy. But it should work like this. Okay, let's give it a go. Again, I lost the moon. I'm just going to move this one control. I have to do a couple turns, but there's the moon. Okay, now let's see. So since I added 3 inches, I think I have to push it up. So I have to push it up about 3 inches, and there we go. That's spectacular. Next, the 11mm negative. Hold it down, go back focus. Fine. Okay, now the 4.7. Oh, it's almost, wow, you can get really close on those craters. Okay, let's go talk about this inside. Okay guys, so let's talk about this Antares focuser. So, I think the quality is good, and the slip clutch isn't too bad, I guess. There is supposed to have a little thumb screw, but Glenn Spears sent me, it's almost like a T-bar, okay? So it's kind of almost like a T, so you can kind of, you could have more grip, I guess. So using that is okay as well. Now, I'm not used to that. I think my first choice would be to have a focuser that has a full teeth, like that 5 inches, but I know I already asked Glenn that, and he said it would just be a lot more expensive. So I don't know what a lot would mean, but I think if it could be done for $40 or $50 more, I probably would pay for that and have it. Now, I know before, when you're using the slip clutch, you know, there is some play, of course, but once you tighten it down, it seems to be like solid. So the quality is there. Again, I believe it's a long purring focuser, and they customize it to Antares and Glenn's specifications. So the quality is great. It's about half the price of like a Moonlight, and probably 2/3 less than a Feather Touch focus. But even though it has a 5-inch like travel, I believe it's 5-inch of slip clutch travel, then 2 inches of focus travel, I still wasn't able to reach focus. I still needed up to like an inch, half an inch to an inch maximum. So it needs then an extender. So I think that's a little bit, it's not the end of the world, and I don't have one anymore. But so now that means I'm going to order one on probably AliExpress. Just get a 2-inch focus. Maybe I'll get a 50mm one, because that's at least 2 inches there, and that way, you know what I mean, I can just put the slip clutch a little bit more up, or if I find a 60mm, I think the further up it goes would be better then, because it's going to be so long after, type of thing. I guess I could get like a 10 or 20mm extension tube, and that's probably enough, but why chance it, right? I prefer getting it bigger, and then if I don't have to use that slip clutch at all, then maybe that's the best thing. If you're looking to replace your focus with something else, and you have a cheap focuser or an entry-level Crayford or a single speed, whatever, the slip clutch, I'm gonna say a half a point down, because I would just prefer the whole thing to be a rack and pinion or toothed type of thing, would be my first choice, but it isn't too bad, okay? And now that it has an extension tube, it's still okay, but I thought you guys should know that. So again, it puts it another point down, but I guess for half price. But maybe, Glenn, if you're watching this video, maybe if you can make it for even another $50 full toothed, I would say most people are going to prefer that instead of having the slip clutch. But if not, if it can't be done up to $50 more, then I would say stick to it. But as you saw with this video, I didn't reach focus. I still need it up to a half an inch to an inch more. So you might have to make these focusers depending on which model it is, because it seems like the Takahashi is actually much longer, and then it has a pretty long focus travel at all. Then I think you need to make this focus travel or the slip clutch an extra inch minimum, and that should virtually be enough for most people, just so they don't have to then buy an extension tube, which then, you know, could put more slop to the telescope or the focus, and you don't want that. So anyway, that's it, guys, for this test. Try it out if you like. Maybe measure how big your focuser is itself, then the travel, and then that way you can see, even if you get the longest one that Antares has, you'll be okay. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. If you know anybody getting into the hobby, share my link. If you guys are on the forums and maybe someone's asked about a replacement focuser, if you'd be so nice and share my link with them, that'd be great. And again, I do have members videos where once a month I put a video only for the members. I put their name in the description, and it's only 99 cents a month. Join if you like, but you don't have to. Why not you? Why not me?